Welcome to today's interview.
Whoa.
All right. So to start us off today, tell me a bit about yourself.
I am KB. Sometimes some people refer to me as Kuiper or just Kai, and I exist.
All right. So can you tell me a bit about your persona and how you came up with her?
Basically, just like a few years ago, I realized I was definitely, I wanted to have a persona and I didn't know what to really do. And so what I ended up doing was just downloading a free to use base, getting a color palette I really liked, and then just experimenting with different designs and drawings and stuff. And it hasn't really changed. She hasn't really changed all that much since I first created my persona. But like, there's just been like small tweaks here and there, just as it generally evolves over time.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So I guess that brings me to the question. If you could be a persona for a day, what's the first thing you'd do?
Oh, that's a tough question. I don't know what I would do first. I would just be like really, really happy. Do I know that it's only for a day?
Yeah, you would know it's only for a day.
Oh, okay. Then. I would take so many pictures. I would just like, I don't know, a lot of pictures. I'd probably just like, I probably wouldn't like go out anywhere because people would be confused as to why I'm in my persona and would think is weird. And I would take way too many pictures. Is basically what I would end up doing.
Sounds like a lot of fun, honestly.
Like I would just do like a lot of the normal things that I do and enjoy doing, like playing games and making things and drawing art, but I would just like be doing it almost as like a photo shoot.
All right. So what first drew you to the furry fandom? Like, what inspired you to join?
Well, I got into the fandom in like middle school because I kept seeing memes online about like people making fun of furries, not like anti-furry stuff, just like people making fun of furries. And I looked at it and like, no, that looks like it'd be fun. I want to do that. And then I just kind of got into it, and now I'm furry for like what, 5 years now.
How would you say your experience has evolved over time?
It was very rocky at the beginning because it took me a long time to find a group of people that I was really comfortable around and could be friends with. So there was like several years in which it was just constant drama, friends getting into fights, and just this toxic, horrible friend group. And the only reason I actually got out of that friend group was because they kicked me out, which honestly, I'm glad they did because I hated it. I don't know why I stayed.
I feel that. Sometimes when, we're in a really toxic circle, it's kind of hard to escape that. It almost feels normal, if that makes sense.
But now, the communities I'm in are amazing. I love all my friends.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Are there any, like, funny or unexpected stories from your time in fandom?
I can't really think of any specific stories besides just like, I don't know, silly shit I get up to with friends. I don't know, I don't remember anything right now. I'm stupid.
It's all good. What's your favorite thing about being in the furry community?
It's a really good way to find fun people and like friends. It's also an easy way to find people who are bad and to not hang out with. I also just think, all the furry characters, all the OCs and personas, they're all just adorable.
I could not agree more. Honestly, I think it's such a diverse community. Like, there's so much going on here. There's plenty of good people, too, especially if you look in the right places.
Oh, yeah.
So, in your opinion, how does your persona reflect your personality or even your hobbies or interests?
I'm very closely connected to my persona. It's like supposed to be like just a pure representation of me, which I thought that's how everyone's personas work, but I've learned over time that apparently not everyone is that attached. But for me, it's just like, I draw my persona, KB, as I want to be. Like, the dream version of myself. And, like, for some reason that includes demons, so, yeah. Having 3 sets of eyes.
Yeah, that really stuck out to me, to be honest, the 3 sets of eyes.
Yeah, and, like, I deal with these, I guess you could call them nightmares, but I just think of them as weird dreams, where I get a lot of like stories and stuff that it's like my persona doing. It sounds so fucking stupid, I'm just realizing now. But literally like a bunch of the stuff I do with my persona and like the way I draw her is because I literally see it in my dreams.
So what are your dreams usually like, out of curiosity?
Very, very dark and depressing and gory and yeah. They're very dark.
So, out of curiosity, what do you wish more people understood about the furry fandom?
It's like a lot of fandoms that get a bad rap. How do I explain this? You can't just look at what people say about a fandom who aren't in the fandom. You have to actually talk to people in the fandom to understand that it's not a bad place. You can't just like hear someone say shit about the furry fandom and just believe it, because there's a lot of that goes around.
I've noticed a lot of popular furries, in fact, especially over in the whole bird app circle. They're furry, right? But yet at the same time, they spread these misunderstandings about the fandom, like, oh, it's such a toxic place, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's really not. Like, as you said, it's usually a really good place. You gotta speak people within the fandom to really get a feel for it and understand what it's really like.
Yeah, I figured out there's really two sides to the fandom. There's the much larger, much more populous good side, where it's just fluffy goobers having fun. And then there's the bad side, which is like basically where most of the popufurs are.
Yeah, a lot of poppy furs are really, really bad people. There's also a lot of poppy furs that aren't bad people. To name a random, on the nose example here, I would say Renegade Kangaroo and Fluke Husky,
Oh yeah.
two very wonderful people.
Yeah, I'm actually like mutuals on Twitter with Renegade Rue. I have no idea when that happened. Well, not Twitter, Blue Sky. I just like randomly was just looking at their account one day and just like, whoa, we're mutuals. I did not know that.
Yeah, he tends to follow people back usually.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's the person with the most followers. I never keep track of people's followers counts because I don't care. Yeah, definitely probably the person with the most followers that follows me. I only have like 170 followers. I used to have 200 on Twitter, but I deleted that.
Yeah, I deleted Twitter too. I was debating it for the longest time. I was like, oh, you know what? I'll keep it around. I'll go back to it eventually. Then I realized it's becoming this really bad platform. It's not even funny to look at anymore, so I just deleted my account entirely.
A lot of the time, if I hear that someone is still using Twitter as like their main platform, I lose a little bit of trust in them.
Honestly, that's fair. I mean, Twitter's full of really questionable people.
Yeah.
And most of the, good people in the community have fully moved over to Blue Sky, as far as I'm aware.
Oh yeah.
So, has being a furry helped you connect with others or express yourself in ways you otherwise couldn't?
Oh yeah. Definitely. It's honestly, before I really found the communities that I am comfortable in and have a lot of friends in with the furry fandom, I was like a total loser and like the most lonely person ever. But being part of the furry fandom has let me get so many more friends, so many cool people. If I didn't have the furry fandom, I would still just be a sad, lonely loser.
Honestly, I relate to that a lot because growing up, I didn't really have any friends, to be honest. I was sort of the kid that was sitting next to a trash can every day at school.
Yeah, I remember being at school and just sitting outside in the courtyard by myself under a tree. Don't mind my voice cracks.
You're fine. I remember after high school, I signed up for Twitter, made my furry account. I also made an account on Bark so I could meet friends like in real life. And
Oh yeah.
I think, in a sense, being active in online furry spaces. Well, I've been in the fandom for like 11 years now. I've only been in online spaces for like 4 or 5 years at this point. Being in online spaces has really helped me connect with people, make friends such as yourself, and just, have a good time. I think without the furry fandom, just like you, I probably wouldn't be the way I am today. So I guess that brings me to the question. In your opinion, what's been your most memorable moment as part of the fandom?
Most memorable part of being in the fandom would have to be. Do you mean like a most memorable event or just something that like?
Like most memorable moment, like something that happened that was super memorable.
I don't know. I don't really have one specific moment that really sticks with me. I just think it's like a lot of the whole experience of just being part of this amazing community is the best part. I mean, if I had to say the best thing that's come out of being part of this fandom is that I met my boyfriend, who I would have never have known. Even I would never have met him if it wasn't for the fandom. He only lives like 850 miles away from me, but still, I'm really glad I have him. He's helped me through a lot.
That's amazing to hear.
Oh shoot, how long has it been? Been with him for like 10 months now, 9 months now. I don't remember.
I think close to 10, because it says in your bio, like...
Oh yeah, it was April.
Yeah.
Like mid-April.
So you're getting close to, a year, actually. Just a couple months.
Oh yeah. That'll be the first time that'll be the first time I've ever been in a relationship that lasted a year. And it's not gonna end anytime soon.
I think that about concludes it for today. But before we go, is there anything you want to say? Whether it's like advice to furries who are new or just general thoughts?
I don't know. Like, how about this? Don't be an asshole. That's my advice to you.
That's really solid advice. Oh, it was really nice having you today.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Have a wonderful day.
All right, you have a great day too.